We move across to Netflix for our next offering. It arrived on Thursday the 22nd of February. It's a new, action-adventure fantasy, I guess you could call it. 8 episodes called Avatar: The Last Airbender. And here's a clip.
The Fire Nation is embarked on a dark path. And the world might never recover. The world needs the Avatar. It needs you, Aang.
So, this is based on an animated series, which I never saw, but it was on Nickelodeon about 20 years ago, and it was very popular. And it's set in this fantasy world where there are these different kingdoms where people have power over fire, air, earth, and water. Okay, they can kind of manipulate them. And it was made into a film by M. Night Shyamalan of The Sixth Sense fame. And that was pretty badly received. It was considered a bit of a joke, especially because a lot of the dialogue revolved around saying, oh, he's a powerful bender, or, there are a lot of benders here, which is unfortunate. It's rather puerile, isn't it? But anyway, this is a series based on the same thing, a live action one, and the people from the Fire Kingdom basically want to take over the other kingdoms, and the only hope, it's the old story of that there's one person who can save us all. It's an avatar who will be able to manipulate all 4 of the elements, and it's the new avatar hasn't emerged yet, but it turns out it's going to be this 12-year-old boy called Aang, who's played by Gordon Cormier, who is a Canadian actor. Lots of martial arts, as you can imagine, lots of special effects. I think the world building is pretty good, looks great. I do find the fact that Aang and all the people from the airbending kingdom, they have a sort of giant arrow tattooed onto their bald heads pointing down, which just strikes me, it just looks very comedic, unfortunately. I didn't particularly like some of the very modern dialogue. So when Aang is realizing that he's going to have to take on this great responsibility, he's kind of saying, I'd much rather be goofing off with my friends, and it somehow doesn't quite fit the sort of ancient kingdom setting. But anyway, that's by the by. Aang flies around on this big creature which looks like a sort of cross between a big furry bison but with a kind of a beaver's tail that can fly. So that's quite strange. So it's got that weird sort of fantastical elements. I was expecting it, especially after the M. Night Shyamalan film, to be pretty bad, but actually I thought it was okay, and I think it will appeal more to youngsters as the original animation did. But yeah, I enjoyed it. What did you think, Hannah?
You won't be surprised to hear that this isn't really up my street, Ian. In fact, today I'm feeling very negative, aren't I, today? Sorry about this, but it's kind of weird to see it on Netflix, because it feels like this would be better suited to Disney Plus to a degree, because it's I don't know, I think the younger demographic will like this more, as you said. I think it will appeal to them much more. This whole kind of genre doesn't particularly appeal, but that kind of the voices in it, that it feels very Disney. It just feels like it's in the wrong place. But I do think the not the little ones, but the younger generation will like it, and it will be a hit with them. But for me, it's a no thank you.